All right, welcome to Glastire's Top 5 in Texas for February 17th, no, 19th, 2015.
Hello.
Number 5 is Sensational Landscape at the new She Works Flexible Space in Houston, curated by Lynn McCabe. This is their first show. They've got Erica Lynn Hansen and Kat Clifford, this sort of pairing of a Texas artist and a California artist who do sort of very delicate, almost sort of, I hesitate to say it, but sort of feminine sensibility art that, and there's a nice dialogue between the two. Hansen does these hand weavings on these funky redwood frames. It's sort of like updated beach art or something. It's kind of cool.
And it's up until April, I believe, but this is their first show, and I think every show in the space is always going to be two people, one sort of regional or local artist and one from outside of the region, and brought together in a sort of a thematic or an aesthetic way by Lynn McCabe.
Yeah, this is quite a thoughtful pairing.
Okay. Number 4 this week is the multi-channel. It's called Currents in Contemporary Video Art. It's at the Mary Moody Northern Art Gallery in West Texas at A&M. And it's about, I think, about 10 video artists, and some of them are DFW, Greg Rupp and Lauren Woods, certainly. Some of them are national, some of them are international, and it's closing soon, so if you want to catch it, you'll have to catch it probably by the weekend.
And the closing is a big deal because on February 26th, they're having Chip Lord from Ant Farm, who's in the show, will be doing a lecture about his experiences. And so the closing reception and his lecture are on the 26th.
Number 3 this week is David Wilbert at Terrain, Dallas. Terrain is Iris Bechdel's, I think it's an outdoor space. I mean, I don't know that she's moving any of the artwork indoors, and I think this is the second show.
And it's open 7 days a week from 10 to 4, so I guess it's all over the outside of the house.
Yeah, so this is outdoors. This is basically she's turned her front lawn into a gallery, and David Wilbert does these kind of collage. Basically, it's an image where it's been reduced and abstracted down to shape and line, and I think in this case, which is quite nice, his dog is the subject.
Well, and they're wheat pasted onto the building.
I hope so. That's what it looks like.
All right. Number 2 is Helen Altman, Cover Your Nut at Moody Gallery in Houston. This is Helen's first show. She's done like 6 shows with them, but this is her first show in like 3 years or 4 years or something. It's sort of a comeback show. I was and then I've been a follower of her work for years, so I'm interested to see what she's doing new. Some of the stuff that was described seems like stuff I've seen, seed skulls, which she just produces in droves. So I'm not anticipating that, but the carved squirrel on the invitation definitely piqued my interest in seeing what happened.
I took her sculpture class when she first started teaching. She was great.
Was she great? She seemed very soft-spoken for a teacher.
She was not. She was a hard ass. And
really?
Yeah, but she was a great teacher, and she was really, it was one of the more intense classes I had when I was taking art classes, which I did for a while before I changed majors. So, we're number 1. Number 1 this week is Kevin Tadore at Aaron Cluley's gallery. Kevin is a photographer, and his work tends to sort of desecrate photography or thumb its nose at the conventions of polite photography. He bends it and molds it and turns 2 dimensions into 3 dimensions, and he uses
pours
paint.
Goo on stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And cuts holes in things, and
yeah, it's a way of kind of giving these 2 dimensions this weird, unexpected, sort of perverse presence, whether they're on the wall or not on the wall. And he had a solo show at the Dallas Contemporary last year, so this will be his first show since then. I
saw the Dallas Contemporary show, and I was like, walked out shaking my head like, does this count? Is this good? What is this?
Isn't that great, though? I mean, I like that.
What else? How much better can it get?
Yeah, that's what you're going for, kids. All right, so that's our top 5 in Texas this week. So go see some art.
Go see some art.